So, you want to start a YouTube channel, but you don't know where to start. One channel you watch is telling you need to hire people. This other channel you're watching tells you need to buy this camera in order to be successful. There's just too much going around right now. But listen, I got you. If you follow all the steps of layout in this video, it'll not only simplify the process, but it'll also make it easier for you to grow your channel too. You ready? Let's get to it, man. Alright, first step, man. Before you even start a YouTube channel, before you even make your first video, find out what you're passionate about. So you should ask yourself this question. What do I like doing the most, or what do I like talking about, right? So I know for me, I like doing college vlogs, like doing sports, I like making other people laugh. So it's kind of like what I want to do, right? Basically, you should try to find your niche on YouTube. But at the same time, don't let that restrict what you can do. What's more important though is that you try to find your core identity on YouTube. I think this video from channel makers can kind of help me illustrate my point a little bit better. This YouTube channel is kind of want to go back to every time I want to try and revise a video, or I want to try and experiment, or want to try and get better. Also, another pro tip, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel down below so you can get some more secret sauce as well. In this particular video, Channel Makers is looking at a growing YouTube channel who does product reviews. Channel Makers' main gripe with this channel is that the creator doesn't really know like where it stands. The creator doesn't really know if he wants to be more casual, if he wants to be professional. He doesn't really have any like traits that kind of stand out. I think if you watch the clip, you're gonna understand.
But the problem I realized, this channel is positioned like, hey, Jason's like your everyday friend. Like, hey, we're just friends, let's hang out. I'm gonna review random stuff because I feel like reviewing it. But if I look at the footage itself, the lighting is actually very professional. There's a dissonance. So there's two ways we need to go here. We either need to go the more casual, this is Jason just hanging out and reviewing, and do more entertainment style stuff, or we need to go the professional side, because right now we're at a weird in-between spot that's not super helpful from the information side, but it's also not super entertaining.
So, now that you figured out what your passion is on YouTube, the second step is to research what people are already doing in that particular niche. I try to research creators that kind of line up with not only the niche I am on YouTube, but also what type of person I am and what I want to show on camera as well. I know for me personally, I watch a lot of Destroying, DDG, Casey Neistat, and J Lifestyle. The reason why you want to do this is that you can kind of get a feel for what's already working and what isn't really working as much. Alright, so the next step, your equipment and your setup. You don't need to get like some super expensive stuff, bro. Like, to be honest, bro, like really all you need is just like a smartphone and just something to write on, right? So I personally keep a content notebook. I'm just trying to figure out where it is. Alright, so here we go, content notebook. Really the main thing that matters is that your video is entertaining and it just brings value to people's lives and stuff like that. Like, that's really all that matters for real. Right? Like, you can have like the nicest, most expensive camera in the world, but if the video sucks, it's not really gonna matter, right? So when you're just starting out, really all you need is just like an iPhone, like an iPhone 13, something like that. Camera quality is actually pretty decent. That's what I used in my first video, so it definitely works. So you don't really need a lot when it comes to equipment for real. You just need like an okay camera and just something to write down all your ideas. I would also look into trying to get like a good editing software. Adobe is my editor of choice, but if you can't afford that or you're not a college student, then you can just use CapCut. CapCut is pretty good for like what you want to do for the most part. Alright, so step number 4, you have to create your first video, right? You want to have your hook bring in your viewer and basically tell them why they're watching the video or what can they kind of expect from it. You want to make sure the media of your video, whether or not it's a vlog or if it's a video like this where you're teaching people how to do something, you want to make sure it's actually, you know, like engaging for one, and it actually brings value to the viewer. It's really important that you try to keep your viewer hooked from the entire video. As far as thumbnails, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can kind of attack that. Me personally, I use Lightroom and I also use Photoshop for my thumbnails. As far as like making thumbnails and stuff like that, you just want to make sure you just have something engaging or have something that tells a story behind your video, right? Here's the next step. It's pretty important, right? So the next step is just being consistent, right? So when you hear most people talk about being consistent, right? A lot of people just talk about just uploading every day, right? It's kind of true, but it's also kind of not, right?
What do you mean by that?
So, I mean, it is true that the more videos you put out, the more viewers you're probably going to get, right? But you also gotta make sure that those videos are actually like high quality videos. Well, I could put out a video every day, right? But it's probably not gonna be to the standard like I want it to be, right? Whenever people watch your videos, you wanna make sure that they know that you put in a lot of time planning the script, actually editing, searching out for editing errors, making sure that the video is actually engaging through the entire time, right? You don't want a viewer to ever feel like they're watching something like you just made in 5 minutes. You don't want that. Alright, here's the last and potentially most important step, bro. Just be patient, bro. Like, even for my first video, it wasn't terrible because like I edited a lot during high school, but it couldn't, if I did it today, it would have been way better than what it was like back then. But that's the beauty about YouTube though. Like, you can keep on uploading more videos, you can keep getting in more reps, you're gonna get better, right? Especially with the thumbnail game, because to be honest, back then I kind of didn't know how to use Photoshop at all, and now I'm not an expert, but like I can kind of make something that's like more engaging now than like how it was before, for real. You don't get to that point by just making one video and just stopping, bro. Honestly, what I would do is I would look back at all your old videos and see what did I do well, what did I do wrong, and how can I get better, right? I think those are the 3 most important questions you can ask after every video. Honestly, don't pay attention too much to the numbers, man. Stay the course, stay consistent, stay hungry, man. Alright, y'all, if y'all love the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for some more banger content, man. Listen, I'm about to be dropping some more secret sauce about stuff y'all don't even know about, bro. Also, click on my link tree below so you can find all my other socials, like Instagram and TikTok as well, man. Listen, the best time to start a YouTube channel is today, bro. Don't wait until tomorrow, don't wait until next week, bro. Start today, bro. Promise you, bro. If you put in the work, you're gonna get to where you wanna go. Alright, man, I'm out. Peace, bro.